Let's start with your reading, Gemini. This reading is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. Make sure to check out the readings for all of your signs in order to get a better understanding of your situation. Down below in the description box, you can find the link to the playlist for each individual sign. Feel free to check that out. Now, let's look into your past energy, current energy, and upcoming events for you. Okay, so the energy at the bottom of the deck is the Knight of Cups followed by Temperance. And what I'm seeing right here is that overall with this energy, you might be feeling the need to look for harmony in your life. Perhaps like never before, right now, you're trying to balance your mind and your heart, trying to not let things get to you, perhaps. I see that in the past, at times, you have ignored certain thoughts or certain needs just because you didn't want to get to any specific extreme. You always want to keep that balance within you so that it gives you some sort of control. And at times, you even give up certain people or certain situations that would take you to one extreme or the other. Right here, I see with Temperance that perhaps at this time, Gemini, you're thinking about your priorities and your overall purpose in life. I see how right now you are living in the moment without a long-term view in mind, which is fine. But at times, I see that you wish you could change that. You wish you could actually invest in situations and people and connections that could last a long time. With that Knight of Cups, what I see is that overall right now you might be missing physical touch from your partner or just being with your friends, being with your family. You feel very distant from the people that are important to you, whether it is geographically or emotionally. There is something in between. You are a very romantic soul, but you don't often allow yourself to fall in love. You want to follow your heart, but with Temperance right here, you're trying to balance your mind and the logic as well. You think that daydreaming is a sign of weakness, but you see it as a temptation. You are seeking that new connection, but at the same time, entertaining that thought feels like a joke to you, like something that you shouldn't do. You hide behind this need to find love, thinking that, it's not a priority. It's not important. I have other things to worry about. But deep down, there is something that at this moment in time, at least, it's becoming more important every single day. And eventually, you'll have to really look into this, because if you ignore it, as we see here, it will become stronger and stronger. Now, in your past energy, Ace of Wands and Five of Wands, that's a very important energy to look into, because what we see is a past connection that truly changed your vision of the world. We see here a major passion and desire to be with this person, and it grew so fast. It gave you motivation at work, motivation to improve yourself, to do things that you usually wouldn't do. It made you bold in places where you maybe are usually more insecure. This person I definitely see here was really into you. It looked promising, it looked beautiful, but eventually with that Five of Wands, perhaps we are looking at a situation that wasn't supported by a solid foundation. And maybe because it grew so fast, you realize that you took a risk and the situation started evolving in a negative way. I don't see a huge blow up, a huge explosion here. I just see that something was missing. And someone eventually with that 501s perhaps was looking for new experiences, new people, playing games. I see disagreements, and someone who felt like they had to compete with other people. Bad communication, some sort of jealousy as well. It's possible with the 501s. And overall, avoiding conflict. The two of you, from what I'm seeing right now, no major blow up, no major explosion. It feels like you have drifted apart without even talking about it. And this is something that it's still impacting you. Even if it didn't end up with that major disappointment, it's really something that you were hoping for, something that you were counting on. And right now, although that need to find that type of connection is still there, you're trying to keep it down, to silence it, to say, be quiet. This is not priority. I tried in the past, didn't work out. Right now, I have other things that I need to focus on. The house, the family, the job, documents, anything that right now is requiring your attention feels as though you should focus on that more than anything else. In your current situation, though, Ace of Cups, Four of Cups, Eight of Swords. I mean, here we go again. We see how here very soon, Gemini, in the present, we see that new beginning. Another chance at love, in fact. This might be the old person or someone brand new. We'll have to look into it. But overall, this feels like someone honest, someone transparent. You can see through it. And overall, someone who tells you how they feel. Don't underestimate the Ace of Cups, because this talks about a strong connection, even maybe an apology coming in. Someone who wants to start fresh. Your heart who is really starting to fall in love again. Someone asking for a chance overall, whether it's the old person or someone new. Love is going to knock at your door very soon. And I know that you have been trying to keep that harmony within you, and you are perceiving love right now as being something that can actually threaten that balance. But what's coming up next, it's not something that you'll be able to ignore. I'm already going to tell you that. Although, with the Four of Cups, I do believe that your instinct is just to block everything immediately. Blocking your feelings, blocking this person, their messages. You're not trusting yourself in the situation, if that makes sense. You're afraid that you're going to lose control, that you're going to get out of that temperance energy that for you right now, it's very, very important. You're trying to avoid a feeling, but you might be about to miss a big chance, to miss out on a big chance. You do not want to be vulnerable. You feel that it makes you weak at this time. And overall, you're making a very good argument to actually not pursue this connection. Again, I need to work hard, take care of me, my stability, my job, my family, documents, as we were saying earlier, things that you might be dealing with right now. But you are ignoring something very important within you. When you love, Gemini, you love hard. And that's definitely something that you're thinking about, because you do not want to get to that place unless you know that this is going to be something safe to do, something safe to get into. I see that perhaps with this person, 1 minute you feel like you love them, and then 1 minute you feel like you wish you never met them. There's definitely this duality within you right now. What I see is that you think that sometimes you don't like yourself when you're in love. Something of you gets lost when you're in love, right? And you don't want to go through a heartbreak. I would rather love less, but also risk less. Some sort of lower risk investment. That's what I see right here. Now, with the Eight of Swords, Gemini, it's time to take a chance. It's time. You don't fully understand this person. They might be different from you in terms of how they handle life, their love language, communication in general, but The pain that you're trying to avoid here becomes even bigger when you block this person. These are negative thoughts. You perhaps sabotaging yourself, feeling trapped, powerless. But the Eight of Swords always remind you that we are never really stuck. This is a mental energy. And in order to get out of it, you have to just decide to do so. And in fact, in the near future, we see an important choice for you. In terms of decisions, here we see this Two of Swords coming up. There is a decision which will have to be made. If you don't make this decision, someone else will make it for you, which means that this person might be giving you a out, either with words or with their own actions. You are caught in between two opposite forces, not sure what to do, feeling confused, and feeling the pressure because of that out. And again, it might not be verbal. You might just feel that if you are not clear with this person, they might move on and find someone else. There is some sort of urge right here. But I do see with the world that you're about to reach a resolution, deciding to go one way or the other, completing the cycle of hiding yourself and your real feelings. And let me tell you, with this World card, this looks a happy ending and a new start. But this Two of Swords, it's still very strong. I see that you have the possibility, the opportunity to enter a new world. And we need to see how things can evolve in the future if you are to give it a chance. So in order to bring some clarity, I would like to clarify the Two of Swords and the world and almost see how the situation would evolve if you were to trust this Ace of Cups, whether it's someone from the past or someone new. How would your situation end up if you were to open up your heart and forget about hiding feelings and keeping things for yourself? How would your life evolve if you were to give love another chance? And how it would evolve instead if you were to say no right now at least, and just focus on yourself, leave just love out of the question for now, and just focus on the things that make you feel more stable and safe. Let's look into these two choices and let's see what the cards will suggest you to do. You have something beautiful coming your way, but you need to feel ready for it. And so let's keep looking into this situation, trying to find as many messages and details as possible. If you want to dive deeper into the messages, Gemini, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every single week, I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a free personal 30-minute reading. I send out emails every Monday morning to confirm. Make sure to check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Gemini. The Hermit is the bridging energy in between this current situation and what is going to come up next. And honestly, this is going to be a very important message, a very important card for you overall, because what you have in between now and the future is a time where you have to understand what you want. A time where you have to understand what you want to manifest long term, not just now. And when we focus on fear, we focus on the present. We focus on what it's going to happen in the immediate future. But right now, this is calling you for a broader type of vision. And I mean, it's followed by the Wheel of Fortune and the Magician, which talk about finding yourself in the right time in the right place in order to manifest something absolutely beautiful and something that for you is important. You remember what we were talking about earlier, trying to find your purpose? Guess what? With the Hermit, that's exactly what you're going to find. But you have to silence your fears. You have to silence those thoughts that might make you feel as though you are in danger. Because if you make any sort of decision from that fearful place, you're not going to like the result of this overall situation. So let's look into this Two of Swords. I want to get 3 cards on the side to understand how the situation would evolve if you were to say no or not now, and how it would evolve instead if you were to give it a chance. Wow, I mean, Gemini, the cards are absolutely clear and they have a very important message for you, something that maybe you overlooked, but something that will really make you understand what's really going on here and what you should do. First of all, what we see right